Everything is alright. Everything will be just fine. Hello. Oh, why are things a bit slow today? We'll find out. How are we doing? It's bread. It is. Doji, how are you? How are you? I feel like my voice is not prepared for today. We'll find out. Hey, you know, if you want to do exclamation snowball, something fun happens. Relaxing day off, getting rid of my last overtime hours. Watching ice hockey, been to the hairdresser, had a tasty kebab. And warm and all as well. Amazing. Doji, I love that. It sounds like a perfect kind of day. You know, we're doing something we haven't done for a while, so we'll see how it goes. I'm alright. I'm alright. I gotta work on something. Oh, where did that go? It's so weird that it kind of like stays on. I think it needs tweaking. So we'll see how it goes. That's from our wonderful friends at Nerd or Die.
It's over 9,000!
Oh. Shoot? What does shoot do? Nothing. Oh, whoa there. I don't think it's quite behaving how it should do. Properly installed and everything, but we'll see. I think it is just Snowball. Where's that one quiet? Are you hearing it? I don't think I'm hearing it. I think it might be the problem. There we go. Yeah, I think I turned it down because it seemed like it was quite loud. There you go. There you go. Right, we're going to work on some music. I'm going to work on something inspired by like a instrument that I have installed, and then also potentially work on Rachel's thing. This is long overdue, and I have two options for what I'm going to do for Rachel. So we'll see what comes of it and where we go. Once again, doing push-ups for every penalty minute and ×2 for every goal in the ice hockey game. Nice. So like a little, you're incentivizing your workouts, your random bits of exercise. And that's cool. Nice. What prompted that? You just like, you feel like you want to be more active? Period 1, how'd you do in 10? Period 2, only 2. Nice. Nice. I like that. I know you said you were asking a question about like, 'cause I'm guessing you're having, I'm gonna say DOMS. I think sometimes people are like delayed onset muscle soreness. So you're saying you're feeling like it's terrible that it's called DOMS because I don't think people think you're talking about something else. But yeah. Is there a way to avoid it? I've been watching ice hockey with a friend for years now. And we randomly decided, hey, let's do some fitness stuff around it. I mean, like, that's really good. I like that. Yeah, I think, to be honest, Doji, I would say it depends on, personally, for me, yes, yeah, for me, I found that I would do those exercises together, and then I would avoid anything for a couple of days that would use those muscles, or I would try and minimize. So I don't know. It depends on what your workout rotation is. I am all over the place. So yeah, it really depends on your workout rotation, like what is in the things that you're doing, the approach that you're taking. I know you did share, but I think I saw the other question. Yeah, I think, to be honest, like if you're maxing out, I think that also depends. And like, so you've put that as your Monday. Is that all on? You're doing that all on one day, or am I missing something? And obviously, if you don't want to talk about this is absolutely fine. I just want to double check. Single session on Monday. That is a lot. That is a lot. To be fair, I haven't been in the gym for 3 months. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, so yes, the more you're there, the more your muscles will be like, yeah, okay, we know what we're doing. So I get that. I'm going to move over here because I think we can still do some talking. I don't know if I'm going to stick with this drum pattern, we'll see. And also, we're clearly maxing because we're getting this as an insert. And I don't know why. We've had this before. My stereo in, what are you doing? I don't want you to be that. I think the problem area are the good girl, bad girl exercise machines. Doji, you made me laugh. I don't want an input from this. I don't want my mic. Yeah. Let's do channel. No, you're just gonna still work. Okay. But I get that. Hold on. I'm gonna let's turn these off. Let's just not connect the input. There we go. And then hopefully that takes care of that. I'm not doing any vocals today. I have no interest in that. So let's just close this. There we go. Okay. Even walking was awful yesterday. I mean, it will be. Yeah, absolutely will be. Game volume mute. This one? No. Oh, you don't work. Wow. There you go. You guys should be able to hear that now. Oh, I don't doubt it. I think that's the thing, is that like when you haven't done it for a while, you're just like, oh, everything hurts. Right. It feels weird that my adductors or abductors seem to be worse off than any other muscles. I mean, it does sound like you're doing quite a lot with them on the Monday. So that definitely will contribute to it, you know. Okay. I just want to write something. I'm feeling a bit inspired. So I was like, oh, I like this. I like the way this sounds. We armed? Why is this my view? Mixing? Okay, well, we're recording now. Thank you. Yeah, to be honest, I wanna make something around this drum pattern. And then I've got some other things that I think kind of have the same kind of game vibe. And then I want to work a little bit on Rachel's. So we're just trying to find the right thing. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Deliberately. So, this is a new thing that I found. Thank you. Which is called GB Drumbox. So then the idea being is that you just got lots of different sounds that are intended to sound a little bit like a Game Boy. And it was a free plugin. I was like, result. Such a weird jump. And then we've got another thing here. It's going to give us a similar sound. But where is it? I have a couple of things that are intended to sound like old games consoles. So, for example, so that's kind of what I had in mind. Oh. Good Bob. Okay, let's try something. Let's just get the ball rolling. We almost scored again. The puck doinked one post, rebounded straight along the goal line to the other post and rebounded away. Oh my god. Sergi, that's one of those things where you're like, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, I like that. I like that. That's nice. We are gonna trim this. Okay. Before we do this, let's just edit this. I want to get rid of these. Shenanigans. Okay. Ah! Let's get out. We're gonna just improve upon what we've done. We're gonna add some layers to this to try and give it some depth. I'm trying to get the target somewhere appropriate. I mean, go for it. What I live for. Right. They have a Prince store? Of course they do. That's not surprising. Oh, MDB is in Minnesota. So because of that, she is currently where Prince would have been. So as in Prince, the musician. Then I think, can we just repeat that? And let's repeat our pattern. So they have duckies. Let's call this base because I feel like it's basey. Okay, let's loop this properly. Because we're gonna have this. That's fine. We got a nice baseline. Is the target? The target is not visible on your screen, right? Yeah, I don't think I can see the target for me, but I think it's meant to drop off, or at least I thought it did. We're gonna do triplets, I think, because I think right now I'm gonna have to go back and change this. Do I want a bass note? I feel like I'm missing that. Maybe. Oh, that could be nice. Yep. Yep. It is. Yeah. No. Oh, no. Cubase is over here for me. OBS is that side. So to my that way. So it's not quite what I see. No. Fortunately, it's not blocking anything that I'm doing. I can still do what I need to do. Okay. I think that's going to be nice. And I think we'll have to delete this and delete that and bring this here. Okay, then we'll add another track. I'm going to say this, but that's actually not what we're going to use. We're going for this inspiration. Where did that one go? Miss Hawkeye, how are we? Well, hold on, where's... Oh, okay. I know, Miss Hawkeye, you said you've had a bit of a day. I want these two. I'm going to draw this. I'm going to edit this. It's an understatement. You're right. You're right. Okay, I like that. What do I want here? Okay, give me this, please. No, I'm not trying to do sizing. Hold on. I'm trying to use a selection tool. Let's go here. You all the way over there? No. There we go. So good that I'm drinking now. I love that. I don't mean to laugh, but that is funny to me. You're like, look, I'm drinking, okay? Be all right with it. Yes, and you don't drink, so that tells you. It does. No, that's not what we're going to do. Hold on. Rain, how are we? Damn that streamer bot. Every time. Right, do we want 8? The draw, please? Yes. No? Wrong one. Ah, so annoying. All right. Rain, how are you? I hope your day's all right. Not for a game, just inspired by a game. I'm feeling inspired. And I was like, you know what? Since I'm feeling like this, let me just build something off the back of where my mind is at. I've been thinking a lot about Abe's Odyssey. But then it's the thing, this is the thing though. Not everything is like a particular noise or anything. Sometimes it is just where your mind is at. We'll see. I make no fart noises promises. You saw the Twitch pronoun link? How does that work? What does it affect? So on my screen, for example, Miss Hawkeye, it says she, her. So when I'm seeing it, the same as Rain, I see he, she. So basically, anybody who has the pronoun set up and they've done that on their side, so you can do it as a viewer, and then for the streamer, they see both. It's quite handy. I think this is too high. Might be too much of a jump. Do. And I think we might have to glue these together. Is my glue? Yeah. Because I want to see them as the same thing. Yes. So I can see it on my chat window. I can see it, and I think also if you were on me, you would be able to see it. Yeah. So it's just a Twitch extension, right? That is way too high. That is way too high. 13. Is my 13th bar, please? Why are you appearing as a separate entity? Oh, because you're higher up. That's why. Yeah, that's too high. So we're going to choose our range selector. I'm going to bring these down. Because otherwise it's too much of a jump audibly. It will just be like... Yeah. Okay. I'm going to select this range and we're just going to pull this down ever so slightly. Right. And I want this selection. Let's go back to the start. So I'm just playing around with some interesting instruments I've got. Okay. And then I think we can make this repeat, and that gives us a nice little bit. Okay. For a second, I thought something was misbehaving. Okay. We're not going to use Game Boy. We do have something else. Hold on. Is it Soundware? No. It's one of these ones. Do. To be where I'm trying to remember what everything's called. This can play in the background. Ah, Cradle, that's what I wanted. There we go. Good. Okay. Also, I need to figure out how to make splints with my fingers while I'm having tape together. Did help. I can't really do things. Do you have any ice cream, what's it called, lolly sticks? Nope. Because the flatter the better, realistically. I mean, to be honest, taping them together like that is a pretty solid idea anyway. You just probably want something to keep them rigid. Yeah, and Rain, to answer your question a little bit, I am trying to get into sync licensing, including things like video games. So the intent is to write deliberately. And have stuff that could appear in games. I use so few features of stuff that I don't even know if there's some sort of overview enabled. Hold on 2 seconds. So, Doji, if you do, there is a link for pronouns. So I can actually find that for you. Is it just pronouns? Yeah. So if you click on that link, for example, look, I'll bring it over here. So you'd log in with Twitch, and then you can set them up for you. And it's literally as simple as that. I'm going to log in with Twitch just because the reason I hit it is because I wasn't sure if it was going to show any info. So like you could put this. So what happens, I mean, to be honest, I think the best thing is just to make sure that you do have the link. I think there is a way to remove it, should you wish. But yeah, I think it's as simple as that. And then just making sure you got the link. It's not quite what I wanted. I actually think the one I was listening to before was good. I do like that, but not for this. Okay. Do. Let's see how that sounds. I might tidy this up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. Connection tab. I couldn't remember where it was. I'm glad that you figured it out. We can just cut this, right? No, where's my button? 3? Yeah. And 5? We'll tidy this up a little bit. So it does start there, so if I edit that, that's fine. Okay. I'm sort of like time as I'm trying a game before retaping my fingers again. Took the tape off so I could properly work and avoid it having to explain things to the woman, which she wouldn't understand anyway. She's like, "What are you doing?" You know, like, "I'm gaming." She's like, "What?" I don't think she's that belligerent, but you know, who knows? I think sometimes it's just, you're just like, it's easier than explaining it. So I get it. Da-da-dee-dee. Is that where I want that to be? I'm gonna say no. I should have renamed these before. What about this is needing tweaking? Gonna get rid of this. And let's try this. They do, right? I like it. I like where we're going. What we're gonna do is we're gonna nudge. We're gonna do a little bit of tidying up. Now I can see you. Oh, can you? How convenient. A likely story. A kid. Ah! Now you can snowball. Okay. I do not like that, Sam I am. How dare. Carb, how you doing? I was gonna say, who's rocking a decent palette? Okay, whoa. And see what's about to happen. There we go. Little neatening up. There we go. That look at me with that timing. Jeez. Do we have a bass note here that I'm missing? No. It's just this lot. Bob, how are I hope you're well. MDB.
Negative Bunny gifted a tier 1 sub to Carbonated Flame. They have given 245 gift subs in the channel.
245. Jeez. Okay, so we definitely need something on that last note. Now it's so lonely. It's all on its own, Sam. I'm alive, have a bit of DOMS, but other than that, I'm good. We were talking about DOMS earlier. Delayed onset muscle strain, baby. Or soreness. Okay. Nice. Oh, this mistimed. I was like, do you know what? I was wondering why I was thrown. I made a mistake. Why is you not giving me this tool together? You just did 6 more push-ups for the third ice hockey period. Sadly, it goes into overtime now. More push-ups. It's mistimed. Doji, I'm like, no. We need a bass note here. A dick did? Lucy, I don't know why that made me chuckle so much. Lucy, thank you for that. Also, I hate the fact that this is called Game Boy. All right, we're not over. Look, we're working over here now. Can you just let me work? Right. Keys. We're renaming that. Okay, we're also going to put an arranger track in. My favorite thing in this, in Cubase, is an arranger track. It sounds like something ridiculous, but like, honestly, I love it. You just, like, you say this is your intro, boom. Lucy. You know? You just write these bits. Well, however you want to, I can label these all properly later. But it's super handy. And then you can put these here and have an arranger chain. It makes life so much easier. Right. Okay. I was going to say, you been a bird? Not a lot of work, but just a lazy, very lazy boss that likes to just not be a manager and delays work until someone else can do it. Yeah. Okay. And just like that, we're working our way through it. Actually, what I'm going to do here took people far too long to realize that that's called the cunt why it's called Brooksy. I love it. I said 3. Didn't I say 3? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're going to rename this, though. This section needs to be bass short. Short? So we know. Okay, so let's say that this is effectively our intro, first verse, pre-verse, verse, and then pre-chorus, chorus. Let's say that. For argument's sake. Okay, what we're going to do for this bit? Do we want to add a second pattern? Maybe. We do it at second pattern? Yeah. Okay. But it's done with love? Question mark. Lucy, how are you? I've been enjoying that you've been streaming back to streaming recently, so it's good to see you back. Okay, we're just gonna tweak this a little bit. No, I think that works. I've been all over the place, to be honest, is why I haven't streamed much. I'm thinking I'm losing the love of streaming at the moment. Like I want to, but then I get lost and feel like I'm really boring. Lucy, I don't think you're boring at all. I've never been to a stream of yours and thought, oh, this is boring. Look, Lucy, I'll be honest with you. I think I said this last week or something. I was like, I don't know. I had a real, question. Like, what if I just stopped streaming? I think it's that time of year where everybody kind of gets that feeling, you know? We do have an ad incoming soon. But we're in G, right? We did this. Why? Hold on. Why do you say that? I'm at my gate and I have lunch. That sounds ominous. Why did that not? Nope. Snack.
that shit before I walked in the room!
There's a retro Stu, everybody. Say hello to Stu. And 4 push-ups after overtime. Now shootout. Boo! What are we... I want that to go down. I don't want that. I want to edit this. I don't want it to be a G minus 7. And that's what's going wrong. I've asked that a lot. I just feel like there isn't a lot I can do other than people trolling me. I feel like I've made a safe space where people can be and do what they want. I don't know, maybe I'm having a streaming crisis. I think honestly we all, like, I'm not trying to reduce the way you feel at all, Lucy. I think we all kind of feel like that. You know, to be honest, I haven't streamed music in such a long time because I got in my own head about it. And then I've been inspired by other people being like, people who just, they're like, I'm doing this today. And I'm like, yeah, hey, look, they're doing what they want to do. Just do that. Well, and I didn't help. Okay, I like that. That's a bit, this is not a G minus 7. What did we bring that down to? A G2. A G2, right? Is it? No. Was our root? No. Yeah, we're on a G sharp 2. Right, I like that. We're keeping that. We're going to copy this. I'm going to paste that there. Shabloik. Shablam. Shabloom. There you go. You can enjoy this. One of those times you get that facial shot. I mean, gotta try. It's on the whole screen. It's on the whole screen. If we had that ad, did that ad happen? It does. Okay, I like that. Feels good. Feels good. Yeah. And 6 more push-ups after the shootout because my friend said for each goal, another 2 push-ups, and we did win. So whoop-de-whoop. Despite the winter storm, plane is still on time. Damn. Frosty's being a limp-dick lunatic. God damn. Frosty is having one of those kind of days. I mean, Lucy, tell us how you really feel. Right, what are we doing here? It's just it's a bit too much of a swell, right? I think that might be the problem. Let's just leave this bit and then we'll figure it out. You know, one day I'll learn where to put my markers so I don't have to do this every time. Yeah. Rain, thank you for that. Otherwise I forget. I do have buttons for this as well. Wait, what? Where did you get the printer thing from? Where are you hanging out? Jeez. Tank, Fly, Boss, Walk, Jam, Nitty Gritty. You're listening to the boys from the Big Bad City. This is Jam Hot. Yes. Yes, Mark. If you know, you know. Okay. That's not quite what I wanted to do. Speaking of Jam Hot, Mark's here. Oh, yeah. There's a so much lower. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's move these over here. No, do you know what? Right now I can't afford for Cubase 15. It's the thing is, I'm hoping it might be something that like possibly after Christmas. I wish. It's just that thing of, although the upgrade wouldn't be terrible, you have the trial. What's your opinions on it so far? Because I've heard mixed things. Some people have gone like, look, they've made some improvements. Somebody else I was talking to said that if you're jumping from like 13 to 15, then sure. But if you're jumping from like 14 to 15, maybe the jump is not that drastic. I didn't think I would want to get it, but I do want to get it. Yeah, I get that. The thing is, though, somebody said, oh, well, stem separation. And I was like, I can do that. I can give you like 3 different things I could use now to do that for me if I wanted to. You know, it's like stem separation is not, that's not enough to sell me on it. Also, I think we're going to change the velocity of these to about 60. Melody step thing is pretty good. Found myself using that more than I would. Yeah, so like so what Mark's talking about is similar thing to our drum patterns here. You can do that with a melody, right? So you could create a melody in a similar fashion. Yeah, I do like that. Again, I'm trying not to be like polyphonic stuff. Oh, that's nice. What's your best advice for kick and bass mixing? I mean, how much do you want them to feature? I think the thing is with the bass and a kick can really like hit very hard. I always look. I say this to anyone that I'm always working like at a minus point as a speedcore artist. I mean, I'd have to hear I'd have to hear. Like, I think that's the thing for me is that I when I'm mixing, I'm listening for where where I want it to hit. Is it hitting too hard? Is it over the top of something else that I want to feature? And I think, you know, like speedcore isn't necessarily a genre I've worked in too much. I've done some house stuff. I've done a little bit of drum and bass stuff off stream. I think it just depends on where I want it to sit in the mix. And obviously, like, you can put EQs on every track. So, like, you can find a decent EQ that is more predominantly for drums. And you could be like, actually, this is where I want it to sit. Because, like, a lot of that is taken care of there. It's all right, though. We're chilling. No, you're all good. I mean, look, it's a valid question. It's a valid question. I think for me, like, look, a couple of things that I use. One of my favorite things to use is Baby Audio's Smooth Operator. I love this plugin. And I'll EQ on this, and then I'll just be like, look, I'm doing drums. And I'll put, like, literally this kick and snare. You know, I'll be like, where do I want it to sit? Like, just push it a little bit and see where you feel like you're not losing any mids as well. You know, and if you're not doing anything on the low end, then you're all good. And I think, like I say, for me, it's just about where I want it. Do I want it to be punchy, or do I want it to just be something that's chilling in the background and not too full on? It's like now I'll listen to that and be like, look, is Pro Q4 enough? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just saying that, like, that's what I use. I mean, I've got a bunch of EQs. Like Arturia has some good ones. If you have any UAD stuff is pretty good as well. Especially because, like, when it loads. You know, we can tell it that we're doing drums. We want to bring in kick. And then, you know, just play around with it until you feel like this is where I want it to sit in the mix. So yeah, any EQ. I would say absolutely EQ everything. Sometimes people just have a habit of only EQing on your master. And I'm just like, yeah, that's fine, but, like, you could do some really interesting stuff. You could tweak out, like, just a little bit of a sound. I don't know, I don't have all the technical verbiage, but, like, I just follow my ears, man. Like, I go, like, hold on, what am I hearing and where do I want to... Yeah, you do. Absolutely. But some people don't. Some people don't, and then they're like, well, it sounded like this at the start, and then I mastered it, and I rendered the track, and then I don't like it. And you're like, yeah. And same as something else as well that, like, I've started to do recently is when I'm writing on a MIDI keyboard or with my drum pad, you know. And obviously it's doing MIDIs. But I've also started rendering those tracks so that I have them as WAV files. So I can then adjust that. You have a habit of over EQing individual stuff, so it sounds good in isolation, without thinking about the big picture. Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's how you're listening as well. Like, I know, Mark, you spend time, like, working on tracks. I have monitors in. I take those off. I play it via the speakers. I step away. I also have been outputting and then playing it on my phone and stuff like that. I've heard advice saying if you tweak your sound too much, it's the wrong sample for the song. If you're using samples, possibly. But, like, I suppose, again, the problem is with, like, I love using samples as well. I think the problem is you do want to make it yours, and you want to make it sit in the track in a way that, again, what works for you. So like it could be there's a little bit of a vocal chop, and that's enough of what you want from it. But I don't think that is you tweaking too much. I think it really, really, really depends. Again, what you're trying to achieve. Like, do you like a particular part of a melody and you're just borrowing that? Because then it might be the case that you want to do something with that. Like, look, I did the Madonna, there was a Ray of Light remix thing, and I think I maybe went too far on some stuff. And I hold my hands up and be like, I was kind of stuck because I couldn't make it work for me on particular parts, so I then just kind of went way over the top. Yeah, I've done stuff with samples and just been like, I think the very easy thing is to just pick it up and put it in and be like, yeah, there you go. But yeah, you have to think about how it sits in your mix. Again, same thing. What do you want from it? I like that. I think that works. I'm gonna no. Oh, what did I just do? Why is that? What are you doing? Why is that doing that? Hold on. Am I holding down on something else? No. There we go. Do. I don't know if this is gonna work. You get my praise forever. I think I've been told, I think I've been better since someone told me that when I mix various elements, I should ask myself, what's the point of this? Yeah. Dude, absolutely. I think that's the thing, right? What's your intentionality? What is the intent behind what you're doing with that? Like, what do you want it to do? What do you hope from that sound? Like, the thing with samples, the way I feel about it is when I hear samples, there should be something about that particular sample where I'm like, I want to make that work. If that's my beginning point, then everything is kind of tapered and built around that. If I have a track and I'm like, I want a sample, again, it's like, what is the point of that thing? Is it that I want a vocal? Because I feel like it's too instrumental and I want like a vocal to break it up a little bit. Again, if you're then having to fuck with the tempo too much, like maybe that's going to throw you off. Because then like the beat isn't right. And then the beat that you've been working on for ages and everything that you've been working on for ages, you then find that doesn't fit because you're trying to make it work with something you just tacked on. Feel your darling, sometimes the sample fit in when you're starting to write in the track, but as the track develops, it's just not suitable. Dude, 100%. 100%. What's the velocity on this? We got like way more, right? Yeah. Do. No, I don't like that. Do. No, I want this. I'm in the airport. They're looking for people to skip this flight, but it would mean getting put on a layover in another city. Ugh. That's a lot brighter. I like that. Oh, we got like weird. Okay. I'm going to take these. I'm going to shift these up a bit. Wasn't having such a rough day, I might consider it. I think we got too much of a jump here. Okay, we're like B1? Jeez. I think I've gone too far. Yeah, I think I just want to bring this down. Okay, and I like that better. That way it feels a little bit more like a counter melody rather than what I was doing before. Okay. Okay. Then this is going to be back to pattern 1. Yeah. It's so funny, that sound. Okay. Okay. Was that right on the nose? I would say, look, before I forget, I want to say thank you for those questions. EXC Axie, I appreciate the questions. And hopefully you found that helpful. Typed it too many times. It do be like that. No, it shouldn't be on a cooldown. I think the problem is, if I think you're only allowed a certain amount of chat messages in like 30 seconds. I think it's an auto mod thing. Do you know what it is? I can hear a note that I don't like there, and I can't figure out which it is. There's a note in there that just sounds like off. I think it's what's happening is, when we borrowed those chord pads, I think the bass note that they've added, I don't want those bass notes, and I think that's what it is. And I could be wrong. Like I didn't put a bass note in there deliberately, and I feel like that's what's throwing it off in my ear. But we'll see. Let's go to it. I will do. You're right. That's true. When I tried the second jam hot, the Autumn told me no. It's a bit of a jerk about it, to be honest. Yeah, I know. What a dick. What an absolute dick. It's shocking. The things that you have to deal with, Mark. I'm sorry. I mean, this is the risk and the pain. People don't appreciate that. There's a bit of a jerk about it. What people say that a lot in your house? Kind of a jerk about it. Right. Let's copy this. I mean, look at this. We're making like some nice quick progress. Also, what I would say as well, like, again, if you're not here, I appreciate that you may have had to leave. But like, if I like to work on something, step away, and then come back to it the next day. And I saw somebody else say it exactly the same way that I think about it, which is I let it marinate. You know, sometimes you need it to marinate, spend time just soaking in, and then you go back to it, and you're like, I don't like this. RSY, in our house we let it stew for a while. Exactly. No, I smell and my mother dresses me. Honey, well. RSY, how are you? Yeah, I wanted to mutify the marinade. That's fair. You're recovering from a bad case of mandatory work fun at the holiday party. Oh, God. Fine line though, stepping back is good, but I have a bit of a bad habit of stepping back. And then when I revisit, I just loop out, hobbling at my own brilliance, and then I never actually progress with it. Till I get sick of hearing it, then I think, I suck and why do I even bother? Oh, dude. Yeah, I get that. I've been trying my best to, like, start and then finish tracks. I like what we're calling the verses. The chorus, something is off. That's maybe too high, like that's too positive of a jump. Maybe. I think it's that bloop. There's the second bloop. I think maybe that's what's throwing me. It's on that pattern. Where is it? There's something here. Okay. I think I know what it is. Do 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 do. Bloop bloop. Yeah. I think that was bothering me. Now I plan my session with a goal. The goal might be something as simple as add variation to the melody at the end of a phase. Get like something big like get arrangement nailed down for lyrics and finished. That helps me stay focused. Dude, absolutely. Like I've really been, like I say, consciously trying to have some structure. So I've been forcing myself to add an arranger track and kind of stick to that. You know? Then like I can say, well, this is this section and section it off. Yeah. Even small goals. Dude, slow progress is progress, as we used to say here a lot more. But we don't nowadays. I don't know why. I blame society. Oh, is that too many? I say to you all the time. Do you know? Ah, I know you do. Oh yeah, because that starts there. That's why. Okay. I think we've made some good progress. I wonder if this is the wrong. I went with keys. You're just trying to get my face, is that what's happening? No. Mm-hmm. If you want to, absolutely. Okay. I like where we're going with this. Absolutely. Okay, we got to do something. Hold on. Let's minimize this. What else would you do? I mean, that's a fair point. No. Sharing that. BLB, no worries. Do. In fact, I need to quickly do something. I'm gonna go over here. Son F Arc Raiders Hell is us. Silksong all just went on sale. Silksong. Easy. Problem solved. I solved it for you. Stop throwing your snowballs at me. Okay. Gotta open this. Oh. We will defeat him. Will you? What was that noise? Just have a funny idea. Have a HP bar when it runs out. You end stream. What was that noise? Like a coughing. Did anyone else hear it? Did I imagine it? Maybe that's what it was. Okay. Okay. Yeah, every ball it goes ding, it makes that noise. Yeah, right, okay. So you heard it as well. I don't know. I have nothing else open. You can better cough before the drop if you want. Yeah, it's all my secret lovers. It's a harem. Like, what the hell? Who do you think it is? Jeez. Okay. Are you all finding this entertaining? What? You don't know how entertaining it is. Well, there you go. Okay. I mean, I suppose because you get closer to my face that way. Okay, we're working on something for Rachel. We're gonna bring this into our project. Hold on. Shabloik shablank. Oh, not gonna behave. Okay. Gotta get that Xbox trophy. It's true. Hold on. Can we go like 150 just to be mad? It's from Hollow Knight. Right, do we go we can go one or two ways. We can either go like really chilled. Never mind, ignore that. So that is what we're going to do, one of them, or we could do Mantis Lords. I haven't really decided which is the preference. We're going to start with this and we'll see where we go with it. I also have something in mind. The long, full silence feels a bit jarring. What do you mean in the song? I can see that. The end of the number 7. On the 7th bar. I'm going to put drums to it. And also probably what I'll do is I'll have sections that I'll copy and add different instruments. But we have to see what works for us first. We were adding a track, right? Yes. Okay, hold on. Just calling drums. It's not going to be Game Boy. We are picking a different. Where is it? I went around with this earlier. Oh, was it chromatic? No. Was it this? Yeah. Oh, you're not going to work with this? Really? Oh, really? Doesn't do any mapping. Are you sure you made it full screen? What do you mean? Where? I have no idea. I set it up not long before I started stream. Does that work? It's fascinating to me how you can pick just a specific sound effect, place it on a timeline, add another sound effect, and come up with music. I mean, it depends on who you ask, really. Do I come up with music? Right? And also, what I would like to do is, I'd like to get this off Halley and Sonic for now. because like I just want it. I want it as a MIDI part. Maybe that's a mistake I'm making. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna call it piano. It's main piano, right? Do. Right. This bit we're gonna do this. We're literally gonna copy this. No, put it on that. I mean, it's fine and all, but I think something like you know what's really annoying? I like that. Okay. I do want this. Okay. This is just gonna be called Strange Piano, right? This one's gonna go on a different instrument. There you go. I've decided. I don't want a rompler. Doji, I haven't listened to it yet, no. Okay. Brings remind me of 2000 Japanese RPGs, right? Like Nobu Uematsu. Kind of got that vibe. Yeah, for real. It really does. Damn. That's a happy accident. Damn, that's so loud. I like that. Remind you a little bit of ancient Egypt? Nice. I forgot there are vocal there are vocal chops on this thing. Okay, I think we're getting something here. But yeah, I'm working on this for Rachel. Like I say, this is a commission from a while ago. And life has been lifing, so it's been trying to find the time to do all of this. I think I like where it's going. Yeah, like I feel like we can record this. Hold on. Yeah. So why is this such a... I do not agree with this color for the drums. Has that actually done that? Why has it recorded the whole track? I think that's where we're going to go with it. I like that. Should we actually play some Silksong in a second? What do you reckon? I want to play around with this. I've got some ideas. I think that's probably a good chance. Silk that song, bruv. Yeah. Thanks, Doge. Snowball?
Get lost, Bill!
Silksong, the original gaming-inspired music session. Exactly. I feel like this could be tweaked as well, though. We could probably bring, like... You know, like, I'm getting ideas as we're going. I am, how are you? See what Mark was saying about the 2000s JRPG, right? And I think we'd just put a nice little drum loop underneath this. I think it's going to work nicely. I also wanted to do Mantis Lords. So maybe, who knows, maybe I'll do both. A very PS1, very RPG maker. Well, I mean, happy accidents, you know? Like I say, I think that's good. We're making good progress. All right, there you go. It works. It does, right? It shouldn't, but it does. Entirely randomly. Happy accidents. It's all by accident. No design whatsoever. A chance again, it is. This is your biggest chance to hit me square in the chin. That was a peck. I have to make sure I'm pressing the right thing. We'll play a little bit of Silk Song. Can't promise how well it's gonna go. It's been a while since I played it. That'll probably be terrible. Silk That Song, exactly. There you go, we did a little bit of a game-inspired music, and then we worked a little bit on the Silk Song. The Silk Song song? Promise that it will go poorly that way. If it doesn't, no one's disappointed. It's true. Right. I don't know what that noise is, but it's happening in this. You're on your flight, you're sat down. I think it's one of the things. What are we doing now? Silk Song? I think it's part of this snowball thing. I nearly closed OBS. That's how you know I'm focused on doing the right thing. There's like a coughing. There's like a coughing noise. Right in the mouth. Money shot. Wow. Right. Did you hear it? Yeah, it's like, I think it's part and parcel of this thing. And I think the game is making that noise. But I don't know what the parameters are for it making that noise. No. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think it's a feature of that. The panicked reporter, wrong register. He looks like he's a smoker's. He's got a smoker's cough. He does. Okay, we've got an ad incoming, so maybe it's a good idea to push the ad through before we go and do this. I think that's probably the move, right? Yeah. We'll push the ad through, and then we'll come back and we'll do Hollow Knight. Silk Song. Silk Song in a thong. Not really. I'll be right back. My goodness. I don't know what to say there. I don't even know what to say. Everything's on fire. Can we? So how bad does the fire? I had it. This way. Back up. Yeah, it's either old bandage or pommer. Okay, get up. Get up. Bratton. from The Office. Oh, fuck. Screwed. Mythology. Associated with the sun. The phoenix. Nameless. Oh, he's gonna fucking hit me. Oh. We could hype you up because it's what is deserved, and you know. I got you. You fucking. Kratos, can you? Nah, it's wooden fence. Can't. Look. It's not a terrible impression. Thank you. I appreciate that. Preposterous rhinoceroses. Yo, girl, your boob slapped me on my ass. Yeah, I think it's having issues. Yeah, I know why. It's just difficult for us to do anything about it. It's disappointing. MDB killed Johnny Ace. I mean, wouldn't surprise me. She's known for out there moisturizing peoples. Is that annoying? The snowball thing? Is that gonna be in the way? You want me to move it? We don't have to have it. It was more something for you guys to do while I was, making music. That way you could entertain yourselves while I was also doing that. I think maybe we hide it. I'll look at the BRB thing. Yeah, I feel like it's just in the wrong place. Preposterous rhinoceros. What were we doing? Where were we going? Who were we seeing? Al? Why did I lose my stuff there? Why did I lose my stuff down there? Am I in a fight? Oh yes, that's why. Because we are in a fight, right? Oh, we're still fighting this annoying idiot. That's why. Oh my god. Oh my god. May as well die. That did not go well. I couldn't remember what we were doing. And now I do. I'm like, oh yeah. Is what we were stuck on. Oh, I remember. I was gonna go and speak to the Forge sister. See if she had anything that would make this fight easier. This little shitbag. Every time. Why? Why would I jump? Do. Now I remember what we were doing. I do have enough to go and see if I can buy something. Because I want to go and see Forge Sister. Where is she? She's here, right? Yeah. Maybe I want to see her. I don't know. Let's figure it out. No, I've turned it off. I've turned it off. This is, I think, it's that thing of, it's just a smidge distracting. You bastard. Already? Can't even see where you are. Imagine the snowball could hit an enemy in game. That'd be amazing. Game changer. Let's go see Forge Sister briefly. Wanna be the Marrow? Is it Deep Docks or is it Marrow? That'd be amazing, like, complete game changer. Chat helps. Yeah, it's it. This trinket is our own invention. It wards against deadly lava and heat around those. The workers who use them. Okay, I know I don't have enough of that. Oh, I don't have enough of that. Shit. Ah, okay, I don't even have enough of the stone then. You need something to talk to the boss, I'm busy. Alright, mate. Ow. Yeah, I don't even have the stone. Well, that answers that question. Watch me die now. We'll go. It's fine. It's probably fine. I mean, I don't know if this is the time we should be doing this boss, or if there's something I'm missing fundamentally. The thing is, I feel like we've been fairly close before. Gotta contend with the both of them. Damn it. What is he doing? Yep. That was good until it wasn't. That was we were going all right. Okay. I went too far. We are. fuckers. That's so annoying. Oh, I felt like that was going really well. It barely hit me on the first couple of attempts. And then we were already at dual plebs. It was going really well until you died. I mean, isn't that the way of, like, life? Life was going really well and then I died. I swear to you, that feels like such a dick move by the game. We in bird culture consider that a dick move. Yeah. I am Lord. You have one thing to say about this enemy.
Now
Yeah.
that is irony.
Exactly. Yeah. I am Lord. Lord. This thing is such a dick. His little pals. Ah, you fuck. Ah, I tried to goad him. Yeah, but you're gonna hit me twice. Of course you are. You fucker. Yep. Of course. No. No, I was trying to stay like up there because I knew I couldn't see where the ground was and whether or not I had a platform. Ah, so annoying. I don't know if I am. I really don't feel like I am. That one, I had no choice. Yeah. I like that I got hit by one, killed it, and then got stuck over there. Also, it's my favorite Christmas sweatshirt. Progress is progress, yeah? It is. The tits now. I don't see how that one got me. Yeah, that one I can see. Oh, you fuck. No. So annoying. I was dealing with one. And then I feel like that was the focus. No, I mean, it's just part of the fight. You have to manage those little shitbags. I don't know what to call them. Why? They're just adding to the fight. Are you serious? They are. They really are. Ah, they are. Like, I just wonder if... Yeah, they do. Yeah. That's exactly it. We do have other places to go, so we're not necessarily stuck with this. It's just, it feels like it's close. Why did I jump? You fuck. He just has my number. The thing is, I don't want to lose out on my rosaries. So I don't really feel okay like just leaving them. I don't know how many we've got though. I might be worried about like a really small number of rosaries. 68 is like nothing. If I do move on to something else, we're really not losing a lot. We do. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. For me to put my ass to bed to chill for the rest of the night, Miss Hawkeye, you do what you gotta do. No worries. We're gonna get hit. Fucking shit. Oh my god. So annoying. So annoying. Onslaught. The thing is, I'm going to run out of traps at a particular point, and then I'll have to farm these shards. We'll go and buy some. No, I didn't want to be over there. I ran over there rather than actually jumped and attacked. Okay, we're getting there. That wasn't as close as some of the other attempts, I think. I feel like I'm so focused. Yeah, I'm just worried about how entertaining it is for people. Well, I'm glad that you are. It's this little shitbag. I'm gonna have to heal. I didn't have to worry about him. Entirely different. And I'm leaning because I'm feeling tense.
Where's my drink?
It's here. Thank you for that. Ah, I got it. Ugh. Are you serious? Oh, come on. Okay, that seems harsh because I was like respawned, hit him, and then like immediately blown up by that. Okay. Why did I goaded him into that, and then I jumped. Time for me to have a nice rest of day and great start. Time for me, have a nice rest of the day and a great start to the weekend, everyone. Meki, you get some lucky points for the boss, and remember, friends, keep on preaching. You know what? Moo. Thank you, Doji. Oh, here's Brooksy. Brooksy, how you doing? This fucking little shit. We're running out of beast shards, so we might have to stop doing the trap. Oh well. Yeah, Doji, have a nice weekend if we don't see you tomorrow. Is today Thursday or Friday? Because I feel really thrown. I'm doing this one trap, and then that's it. It is Thursday. Gotcha. Boar's Day, indeed. And then tomorrow's Frigga's Day. Damn, iframes like properly came through. Been okay, had a pretty good evening with one of the new friends, and he wanted to know what's going on with the legs. With my legs at the moment, some fairly in-depth bone cancery chat. Really? Dude, what the hell? Damn. I'm alright. I'm alright. This boss is frustrating. We were doing some music first, and then we moved on to this. I had it all my life, not life-threatening one, but as a couple of weeks ago it hurt like a bitch. Damn, dude. Yeah, I feel like I'm learning something new. He goaded me. Ah, damn it. I didn't mention it for the longest time to anyone, to be honest, as I didn't want the news getting back to my parents. They've had enough of their own issues to worry about. And then by the time mine was going to be a problem, they'd be dead. Dude. I mean, that's fair. And I get it. Sometimes you're just like, you know what? People don't need that stress. If we're gonna die, okay. Have the patience for another 20 minutes of this, maybe. For my other quests, that's it. Everything else is over here. Fair enough. Yeah, it's going to be an issue, but there's nothing I can do to help, so I'll keep it to myself. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I think sometimes it's just one of those things, right? Indeed. Ah. No, why would I jump up? Why did I jump up? Worst bit is nothing has started with any treatment. As I've been waiting on the waiting list for a GP appointment for a week and a half. Still no appointment to get the referral so things can begin. Dude, that is rough. Yeah, that sucks, man. I think that's the thing, is just like, look. Yeah, thank God for weed. Yeah, anything that helps with that pain management, man. No, let me heal. No! Why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Oh my God. Of course. I have learned several positions I can lay on my sofa to induce pins and needles all the way from my toes to my hips. Probably not healthy, but it takes the pain away. I mean, if it helps. This is like, yeah, I make it work. I know the game is not serious. Oh my God. it was. Not expecting to see the doctor this year, but once things get going, it'll probably be a few months until any operation. The recovery will be at least a year. Damn, dude. Damn. Damn, I wish Abed was Batman. Gotta learn to walk again. Holy shit, dude. Man. Well, I hope it's all swift. As swift as it possibly can be. I don't know why this has my number so badly. The less damage that's already there, the quicker it is to learn to walk. My right leg is already fucked beyond repair without this new issue, so I'm not expecting to be walking anytime soon. If I will, but realistically may never happen. Oh my god, dude. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. No, we're gonna die otherwise. No. If the real life doesn't work, I want bionic ones. I want to fly. Just be like Iron Man. $25 out of 600. Jeez, it's so low. Iron Man, but better. My supervillain name right there. We all know what it's gonna. I'm not gonna be no superhero. Then I feel like Bionic Brooksy is too hero sounding. You gotta pick something else. I think if you're gonna be a villain. You gotta pick something else. You'd be Dick Bastardly. People are like, oh my god, he's a hero. Yeah, that's true. You're right. And you can be in the wacky backy races. Ugh. I knew that wasn't the one because I needed to heal, but I couldn't find space to. There's still 25 yet. Someone is already snoring and you haven't even taken off. Is it you? You do that thing where you snore and then wake yourself up. Waiting on de-icing and anti-icing? Gotcha. I'm glad that you are. I have nowhere to go. There we go. No! What the hell, game? Game, seriously? Off. No! Ah. No. There was just too many things to deal with all at once. You have an idea? I have a feeling I know what your idea is. Let's hear it. No, wait, never mind. Okay. This is because I've been lurking. Clearly. Vito, how are you? I genuinely thought your response was going to be, yeah, good. I'll take that. You know, it almost seems unfair. I mean, you already heard that advice and it clearly didn't work. I know, right? Anyone would think. Vito, how's everything with you? I know you mentioned the work situation is tough. You're looking at something else. You have ideas, but generally not Twitch friendly. I mean, ain't that the way? Oh, come on. I didn't even know where he was. Oh, you bastard. Oh. 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 Today's the last day of one of the best co-workers. I don't know how much longer I'll stay. I mean, you spend the evening with a really hot friend, and inevitably something ends up on your mind. Ah, fair enough. That's fair enough. We have an ad coming in shortly. And to be honest, we're about time. How does everyone feel about a little bit of music being back on the stream? Different? Happy? I enjoyed it. I mean, like, so that's the beginning. We've both had beginnings of stuff. So it'll be a case of expanding and seeing where they go from there. Oh my god. Seriously. Brooksy, I can do nothing about that, but that's hilarious. Give me a second, I will allow that. Yeah, Automod was like the real problem with it. God damn it. There we go. There we go. And say I don't do anything for you. That was like a nice time. Afterwards you're like, ooh, what a lovely tea party. I felt like it was going well. It was going well until it wasn't. Yeah, Abita, I think, you know, sometimes you just get that feeling where you're like, you know what, I can see where things are going. Probably the most serious conversation you've had with someone? Oh, that's fair enough. Make a lot of nut jokes, you're gonna miss him. That's fair. Hey, but he gets me for these things. Seriously. No! No! Yes. And then we'll come back and do this. Gapper. And I was like, so it's not the cat? I had. So like finishing at £429. You're moving. Good. No, Clippy I turned off because it's having problems.
Ashen One,
LV.
hearest thou my voice still?
LV, how are you? They're just having an afternoon, chill afternoon with the bun, trying to learn some new stuff. Dude, what are you trying to learn? Was this part of the project that more to be revealed? Why is it sending me off the area? Do. Learning coding language with which to make music. Nice, dude. We're doing a little bit of music earlier. I got a Game Boy drum plugin, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna do something around that. So we were just fucking around with like 8-bit, 16-bit kinds of sounds, and just seeing what we could come up with. Follows Grant, amazing. Love to hear it. How's Sal? I hope Sal as well. Thing is, I feel right now I've got like three or four different things I've started work on. Just trying to space them out a bit and also not get too hung up on like feeling stuck, you know? Dude, I'd be really interested to hear how all of the coding stuff goes, especially around making music with it. Ugh, this thing. Amazing. Seriously, game? Of course. The game goaded me into that. I'm very much in the toddler slamming pot lids together stage, it feels. But dude, I think there's a lot to be said with that. You know, like, they're making music ultimately. You know, they're making noises that eventually then sound rhythmic. You know? There's a lot to be said for that. I still feel that way with a lot of stuff that I do. I'm just like, anytime I get a new plugin, I'm like, what can I push this to do? Exactly, how else are you going to know what the pot lids sound like? Dude, 100%. It's the only way you find out. It's not worth it. Maybe it was. This fight causing a lot of grief. It's not. Yeah, it's a tough fight anyway, and then they throw in like you've got the lava and the little mini plebs to deal with as well. It feels like a lot. Would it help if I smoked? 100%. Absolutely. Is there any other way? DB letters. Willing to partake. Exactly. Oh, we've got two of those. Spoke him if you got him. Oh, damn it. Stupid plane says no. I'm gonna die. Oh my god. I feel like if I could have got a heal off there, I would have been alright. Tell them we said it's fine, it's for a Silksong boss fight. They'll understand. Exactly. They'll be like, what? This whole time. You should have said something. Oh, you should have said. We got more than 25? No, we do not. Be like, oh, Silk Song? You should have said. That's all you had to say. No, I knew that little bastard was going to get me there. No, I knew that was going to be trouble. All right. I know when to stop for now. I've got an early start tomorrow. And I need to take care of a few things. Oh, there we go. Look, the thingy's back. Maybe. We'll see. I'll probably stream tomorrow. Who knows? LV, I'm glad that you could stop by. I'm glad that you could pop in and be here, man. I've been lurking, but I enjoyed what I heard and saw. Thank you, dude. Yeah, like I say, look, I had a real, like, I don't know. I'm in a weird place when it comes to streaming right now. I don't know. I enjoyed working on a bit of music for you all. And that's kind of what I spend a lot of time. Streaming sounds awful to me these days. Yeah, look, life for many reasons got very busy for like almost 3 weeks solid. There's been a lot happening behind the scenes. And like, I have to find time to work on music. And I had to go through signing up with, so I'd signed up with PRS, a Performing Rights Society in the UK. And then there was something else I had to sign up for, and I had to go through so many hoops, but basically to try and give me as much money back as possible. So like the publishing, I'm like a rights holder as well. It was a whole thing. I had to get documents signed and witnessed and the whole thing. It's just like, you know, when you do that, and that's a huge amount of what you're spending your time doing, you're just like, ugh. I've actually considered going live recently as a distraction, but my term came off and I'm sitting in such weird positions. I get it. Yeah, it is. I mean, honestly, LV, like, the amount of effort to do all of that stuff. And then I was registered as one thing, and then I was as a performer, so I had performer stuff set up with them, and then they were like, yeah, you can't register a repertoire, you have to be on there as a rights holder as well. Just to go through all of that, and then I had to individually, they did have a spreadsheet, but I was like, I'm not messing with this. I have a process, I want to make sure I'm doing it properly. I had to register every single song, 24 tracks, and it was just like one after another. But it was good though, because they have like a template and they do make it somewhat easy, so you can kind of default a handful of things and it makes your life easier. But it was like, oh, effort. And we literally just released like a new thing now, and SoundCloud is getting a lot of love. You know, it's 149 plays. It's a lot. It's a lot. I haven't even put links. Jeez, why is that? Like, there we go. There we go, that's the most recent track. That's on SoundCloud. It's also on Bandcamp. And it will be in stores, I think, on the 31st, but again, I may have missed the content deadline, so we'll see. And it's been like webinars, it's been like I've been in Zoom calls with people who are talking about sync licensing stuff, and That's very much what I want to get into. I want to have music in TV, film, games, whatever. You know, that's what I would really love to do. So I'm kind of trying to craft stuff that is that kind of vibe, but then also working on other things. And like I have stuff that I have exciting things coming. I've been working hard, you know? So like I say, it just feels like it's just one thing after another. It all kinds of piles up, and then you say like, oh, I've got to ramp myself up for streaming. And sometimes, you know, like it's been a lot of fun to play on Sundays with Cades and Lav and Skander. And it's been fun to play with Stu as well. And like when Stu and I have had time to do co-op stuff. It's just, yeah, we'll see. Watch this space. I don't want to scare anybody and make them think like it's all coming to an end. We'll see what 2026 brings. You know, there are certain things. Sometimes it's just about finding the balance. I was already scared. No, I think. Look, I know consistency is key when you're streaming. You know, that's what a lot of people say. But like, life is life. And sometimes life is way more important. And that's not to say I don't enjoy streaming, but then I'm like, I have to take care of other things. You know? I feel a little better now? Dude, I'm pleased for you. Look at that slide. But anyway, friends, it's been fun. We're gonna find somewhere to raid. I don't know who's on. We'll press some buttons. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much wrap up and then chill out. Thank you for stream. Thank you for being here. I see some peoples. Have a lovely night. Thank you. I mean, honestly, it's pretty much gonna be chilling out. Imagine if I click that button. Ah, okay. Hey, let's go say hello to Soup. Super Cool is, I believe, currently making music. They're working on a track. Part of Olio and Tree. So they're working on a track right now. So let's go say hello to them. Thank you for being here and hanging out and just vibing. Thank you for letting me work on some music stuff and indulging that. And thank you for hanging out while I get frustrated with a boss. In the meantime, I'll most likely see you all tomorrow, and if I don't, I'll see you Sunday. But yeah, thank you all for being here. You're all wonderful. NBB, thank you for gifting to Carb. It is appreciated. And I shall say bonsoir. And yeah, we're on an ending screen now. Goodbye.